Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kesey, and I'm here with another video for you guys today. I'm the owner of Keep It Moving Services, and today we're going to talk about how to get into the moving industry, how to become your own boss, and what are the first steps to take to become a moving company. Or you may just want to work for yourself and do moving gigs on the side and make a living out of that. So this is all very possible, and we're going to really start from the beginning. So again, I started a moving company about 2 years ago, February 2022. And yeah, it started off really by having a truck. That's really the first step. If you don't have a truck, the startup is gonna be a lot harder. So if I'm gonna give you the first thing you need to have some type of pickup truck, because I started out with a pickup truck at some point. Really just use social medias and the other platform from there. So then I grew into a trailer, and then I got my van, and now I'm working towards getting a box truck. So yeah, the very first thing I would say, once we get your truck, you need to get on these platforms like GoShare, Curri. These are all platforms that will allow you to do routes without having insurance except for your own vehicle insurance. They cover you for everything else. Curri, Bungii, what else is there? And I'll list a few more, but there's all these different apps, right, that will allow you to do your first moving gigs without having to have all types of other insurances, and you just need to do your background check and have a vehicle, right? Now, getting into the moving industry is very complicated, and I didn't know until I got deeper into it what kind of hurdles there were going to be. But it's a very expensive, it's a high cost of entry into this business. So I would say work on using those apps, do some side jobs online, use Facebook, and really just put content out there and post. Do anything you can to spend little to no money, right? So one of the other things you're gonna need to get when even starting out with the apps is you're gonna need basic equipment. So basic equipment you're gonna need is a dolly, right? It does matter the type of dolly. I'll link it in the link below what kind of dolly to get. But get you a dolly, some straps, get you shrink wrap, get you some blankets. Now, if you're really low, running low on costs and you're trying to just get started, but you don't have the money for all of these things, you can get a dolly pretty easily on Facebook Market. You can get for fairly cheap. You can get now blankets are very expensive. Moving blankets, it's like $20 per blanket. You can just start with one blanket and work your way up. But if you have multiple moves and you only have one blanket, now I've done this a few times, and it may not be pleasing to the customer eyes, but the whole goal is to protect their furniture, right? So get you some Walmart tarps. It works just as good. I'll put a picture right here. Now this is a Walmart tarp, and with that, you're doing is you're protecting any scratches or rips or anything like that getting into the furniture or into the into dressers, scratches. So that's the whole point, right? They're gonna be more happy that you didn't damage anything versus you not using anything really. So second things I would say, right, you're getting these equipment so you can perform your job to the best of your ability. Really, to start off, all you need is yourself. So I don't want anyone getting discouraged or thinking you can't do it because you don't have this and that. And it's really about, you got to be calculated as possible getting into this moving scene, because it can cost you a lot, right? So get your vehicle, get your basic equipment, Facebook Market, tarps to cover everything. It's like $7 a tarp. And then from there, this is one of the harder parts. Once you've gotten some type of ground and you can start getting jobs and it's coming here and there, And even if you got to pick up a part-time, insurance is very important. This is what I should be telling you to do. But me personally, you can, if you're very careful with people's stuff and you get contracts in place and you make sure you have the right wording, you can avoid the insurance for a little bit. Now, I'm not saying to avoid it, but if you're just starting out, insurance is going to kill you if you get insurance. Very expensive, very high entry into this business. So maybe get insurance a little bit later on, and in the meantime you can get your DOT, which is maybe like $100 or free. I think it might be free for your DOT. From there, I believe you need to have your insurances to get your MC number, but it does vary from state to state. So you want to get your MC number, your DOT, licensing, and I'll link it in the link below. Now, these numbers are meant so that way you can legally move goods interstate. Your DOT is interstate, so that means everything within the state that you're in. And then your MC number is all intrastate, so that's all outside of the state that you're in. So if you're going cross borders. Now, the third step, I would say, start to market your business. When you're getting into this, you need to get as much leads as possible. Now, if I was to give you advice on generating leads, whatever you found works for you the most in the startup, whether it's the word of mouth, whether it's sharing content on social media for free, or using the apps that you can get on like GoShare, Bungii, Curri. If you found that one of those
revenue
help you the most on getting leads, I would say double down on it, because once you double down on that, that can have a lot more benefit and growth versus being in too many different
sources
routes of generating leads. Like if you're doing all three of those things plus marketing, running your own ads, it's going to be very hard. So focus on one thing, whether that's running ads or word of mouth, handing out cards. Focus on that and scale that up as much as you can until you found that it's not benefiting you as much, or you're not getting the same ROI, right? Return on investment. So from there, when you're doing marketing, make sure you're providing great customer service. That's, I would say, number one in this industry. Great customer service, and people are going to refer you and keep coming back to you for more work. And this is going on to the fourth step. Once you get a bigger job, start to look for a solid team. Now, you're going to have to go through people, but you want to make sure you're going through people fast. So that first person you get most likely isn't going to be the guy for you. But if he is, keep him around you, treat him right, and just make sure that you're doing everything you can to keep him happy. So whenever you get another job, he's right there with you, right? So make sure you get a solid team. That's the fourth step. And then from there, only then, I would say to get your insurances. So once you get that first big job and you find a person or two, get your insurance. Very important. It's a must. Once you get your insurance, everything else will fall in place. Because if you don't have the jobs to support getting insurances, then it's no point. You're doing this to make money, not lose money. So your first couple of years, your first year or two, I would suggest doing the steps that I said in this order, but then get your insurance as soon as you can, right? So once you get that big interstate move, get your insurance, right? So from there, then you can start to scale up more and not have to worry about these issues coming along, because without your insurance, your business can be taken away from you, and it will be taken away from you. And that would be the fifth step in starting a moving company. I can get way more detailed into this, but I really just want you guys to get the foundation in the order that I suggest, because a lot of people are going to tell you what you should do, because if you do everything of what you should do by the book, you're not going to survive, right? So if you do it in the order that I said, I promise you there's going to be a higher chance that your business thrives. If you want to do it by book, just at least get the apps. Those are free. You won't need any other additional insurance, right? Except for your own vehicle, general liability. From there, then you can get your insurances, right? You're going to be paying over $1,000, maybe $2,000 a month on the insurances if you get all of them off rip, right? So if you can afford that, then I would say go ahead and do it. Then you get your equipment and you get everything else. So if you're gonna start it out, at least have like a startup fee fund of maybe, I would say, starting a business like this, you need to start out with at least 15,000. 2,000, the first 5,000 is gonna be going in a hole towards insurances and getting everything registered and getting everything you need, right? And then from there, it's about marketing and getting the maintaining the business and scaling up, right? But it's at least 15,000 entry getting into this business. So a lot of people won't tell you that, but that's really what it is. And then from there, you got to learn how to pivot and double down on the method of marketing that you're doing, and being able to multitask your team, being able to have the correct CRM. Now, if you want to get a CRM getting into this business, one that's going to start you off right, shoot me an email saying, hey, Kesey, I want to get the right CRM for me. I want to have the right automations, the right setup. I will take care of you. Just shoot me an email down below and we'll get you right. Again, my name is Kesey Sistrunk Lewis. Don't forget to hit that like, follow, and share for more. If you want to get a quote for your next move, check out the link down below. And this is Keep It Moving Services. Let's sync your move to perfection. Peace.